What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Triple THS. I'm your host and presidential hopeful, Tommy Toehold. Today, we'll talk tough, the return of the American Psycho, and UFC 151.5. Plus a viewer comment of the week. To the Batmobile. Tough is back! If you weren't busy partying, going to see the 77th Resident Evil movie, or doing about 150 other things you could have been doing on Friday night, you might have checked out the season premiere. The first episode's numbers weren't too hot, but with such huge personalities like Shane Carwin, the ratings are bound to pick up. The first episode saw 32 welterweights go at it, with plenty of knockout subs, and the occasional grappling match, which was not showed in its entirety. Here's a quick preview of what you can expect this season.
You call me a bro?
F you, man!
Do it! Come at me! Come at me! I love it so much! Pack your f***ing bags, you're done.
Ah!
Let's get f***ed up, bro! Woo!
Dude, did you piss in my toothpaste? Oh, and occasionally there will be mixed martial arts. It's finally fight week, fight fans. After nearly an 18-year absence, UFC finally returns to the octagon this Saturday. The only good part about UFC 151 being canceled is that now UFC 152 is more stacked than a Real Housewife of Orange County. Torontoians will get to see 2 title fights, Captain America versus He Who Shall Not Be Named, and the much-anticipated return of Matt Hamill, plus one of those really boring Greg Jackson fighters is gonna take on Du Bronx.
Here I come to punch your face!
Mighty Mouse, you gonna win the fight?
Maybe.
How you see the fight going, Michael?
I'm gonna knock out Brian Stan, and then I'm gonna knock out his family, and I'm gonna build a time machine, and I'm gonna knock out his ancestors. Then I'm gonna go further back in time in that time machine. I'm gonna kill his ancestors, creating an alternate timeline where there's no Brian Stan. And then I'm gonna knock out Joseph Benavidez. And then I'm gonna go back out in time again and knock out a dinosaur.
Wow, it's a very ambitious plan for Saturday. Good luck with that. Vitor, you're a 7 million to 1 dog. What's your game plan against John Jones?
Bro, go to sprint at him and throw a bunch of punches until he knocked me out.
Ha! Classic Vitor. Don't call it a comeback! After fighters started dropping out of UFC 153 like unwed teenage mothers, it looked like yet another UFC card might be canceled. But lucky for you, me, and Uncle Dana, a couple of guys decided to step up and save the card. After being away from the sport for nearly a year doing commentary, collecting Huey Lewis music, and getting the crayon apple stains out of his bed sheets, Stephan Bonnar returns to the UFC to fight none other than the Spider Goat Anderson Silva. Most people, including Vegas, have already written the American Psycho off. But with Bonnar's Boris the Blade-like ability to take punishment, he's gonna be harder to put down than Mr. Ed. The only way this fight could be more like Rocky IV is if Anderson Silva killed Carl Weathers in an exhibition match. Are you gonna beat the GOAT on his own turf in front of 3 billion Brazilians?
You know, I really like this fight, Tommy, but I don't think the odds are stacked against me enough, so I think I'm gonna cut myself really bad before I go out there, rub some salt in my eyes so I can't really see him, and maybe put my gloves on the wrong hands so that, you know, it's challenging to manipulate my fingers, and I'm gonna have Crow Cop give me a couple head kicks before I go out there to, you know, wake me up a little bit, and might put some staples in my fingers, you know, to really make me feel, you know, like it hurts. And, I don't know, I'm gonna go in there and, I'm gonna punch him a bunch and I'm gonna kick him a bunch and, you know, hopefully at the end of that, he's bloody and I'm bloody and we're both bloody and then 15 minutes later, I'm, walking out of Brazil as, the winner and then I just, ride off into the sunset, like a cowboy. I don't know, you know, it's just, normal stuff. I think it's gonna be a fun fight.
You are wild, man.
I'm gonna go, return some videotapes.
Anderson, give us your thoughts on the fight.
Yeah.
Anderson, you didn't bring a translator this time. I'm gonna need you to speak some English.
And in my country, I going to fight in my country. The Stephan Bonnar, he respect me. He respect Brasil. He respect my family.
You're real big on respect, aren't you, Anderson?
See?
Viewer comment time. Tell us about it, Stephan.
It's time for the viewer comment of the week, and this one comes from the real Mike Straka, who said, I'd rather do this 100 times than watch another episode of Tommy Toehold, and he brought a video with him this time, so let's check it out.
2, 1.
Awesome. That's show, fight fans. Tune in next Wednesday when I enter a doubles ping pong tournament with Karen Bryant. Until then, go to my YouTube page for past shows and bonus content. Hit me up on social media. Be sure to check out all my awesome friends. For everybody at Triple THS, I'm Tommy Toehold, and despite what Cain Velasquez and Frankie Edgar are doing, I am not switching my cell phone service provider.